Okay. Okay, right. Good morning. Good morning, honorable members. Good morning, Lindy. Good morning, Yoli and the entire management staff and provinces, which I hope were intact. Is everybody there?
Morning, Chair. It's Yoli here. I'm here.
I just wanted to hear that voice, those voices.
Thank you, Chair. We're here.
I haven't listened to them for a long time. Honorable members, can I take this opportunity to open and welcome all of you, especially provinces. We are working during recess because the time so dictates and the COVID does not help us otherwise, of course. And our own lapses in the past set of years is making us to be doing this work even during the extraordinary time, during the extraordinary days, under extraordinary circumstances. And I think I appreciate that the portfolio committee members have demonstrated their commitment in ensuring that we do what we are supposed to do in Parliament to serve our people. I must thank you all for that. You know, all members, I don't usually spend a lot of time on these openings unless there's something I would have thought of, but not today. I would request that we quickly go and check if all members.
Good morning, Chairperson.
Aye.
How are you, Chairperson?
Aye. Dear, allow me to do what I'm doing, please, dear.
No worries. Thank you.
Please, dear, help me do my work. Thank you very much. We'll come to you. Can you take us through on the availability of portfolio committee members?
Thank you very much, Chairperson. Good morning, members, the Minister, Deputy Minister, and the MECs from various provinces. I wish to confirm the following members that are present with us. You, Chairperson, Member Kongobele, I have Member Mvana, I have Member Pilankulu, I have Member Alexander, I have Member Stock, I have Member Fanda Merve, I have Member Manganye, I have Member Opperman, I have Member Motawong, I have Member Masango, I have Member Priet. So those are the members that are with us for now. I don't know whether I missed out any member.
It looks like a full quorum. Thank you
Yes,
very much.
Yes, Chair.
Can I check on provinces quickly? Can the Eastern Cape lift the hand? Who is here?
The HOD is here, Chairperson.
Alone? Are you alone, sir?
The MEC he should have joined by now, Chairperson. She will
So
indicate if.
In other words, the MEC is attending.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Free State?
Morning, Chair. Both the MEC and the acting HOD, we are in the.
Good morning, Honorable Chair, Honorable Members. KZN is here, HOD speaking. The Honorable MEC is having a challenge in connecting. She was going to be part of the meeting. Thank you, Honorable Chair.
Are you saying she was going to be part or she's struggling to be part?
She is struggling to be part of the meeting. She was going to be with in the meeting for about 3 hours and then has an engagement thereafter. But for now, she's struggling to connect.
We hope in 3 hours will be done, but that's my biggest prayer. Let's hope she gets in. Limpopo.
Thank you. Thanks, Chair.
Thank you very much. Limpopo.
Thanks, Honorable Chair. From Limpopo, the HOD is here. I'm Desmond Mahopo. The MEC has actually rendered her apology because she has got other pressing engagement. So she did render an apology to the coordinator. Thanks.
Thank you. Northern Cape, North Cape.
Good morning, Chair. The MEC and the HOD are both present in the meeting. Thank you very much.
As always. Northwest.
Good morning, MEC. The acting HOD is here. MEC is also here. Thank you very much.
West Cape.
Good morning, Honourable Chairperson and Honourable Members. I'm MEC Fernandez, and I have Dr. MacDonald, our HOD, with us on this platform. Thank you.
That looks good. Honourable Members, good morning. Hello?
I don't think you called Mpumalanga.
Didn't I?
I don't recall recording them.
Without Mpumalanga, there is no wisdom in the committee. People from the East. Mpumalanga.
Thanks, Honorable Chair, Kungubele, and members. I'm Mr. Ustarel Mtsweni, the HOD of Mpumalanga. I think we are present. The MEC has got some bereavement in the family, but she's going to join us as time progresses. Thanks.
Oh, our condolences, please. We're sorry about that. Thank you. Never in future you lived out the East, because without East there is no wisdom. So we can't afford not to make sure that not to ascertain the presence of Mpumalanga. Thank you very much, honorable members. We have the agenda in front of us. welcoming, which has been done, introduction, which has been done. Can we check apologies, Lindy?
Chairperson, I have an apology from the minister who indicated that she will leave the meeting early due to a meeting on ICTS that is scheduled, cabinet that is scheduled. And another apology is the MEC.
Can you repeat? Sorry. Can you repeat the apology of the minister? Explain it.
The minister will leave early. She's scheduled to, she's scheduled to attend a ICTS cabinet meeting.
Okay. All right.
Yes, Chair. The other one is from the Gauteng, as indicated earlier, due to a meeting with a prior arrangement, as well as Limpopo. Also, we won't be able to attend today. I've got the internal apologies. Member Sukar, she's got party commitments, so she won't be with us, as well as Member Aris, she's got prior commitments. Member Fanda Merve would leave the meeting at 10. She has a doctor's appointment at 10:30, and Member Manganye as well will leave at 10 as well. She's got an appointment at 10. So those are the apologies.
Member Manganye has got an appointment with what?
Doctor's appointment. She has a doctor's appointment. She will leave at 10.
Member Fanda Merve, Member Manganye, get your health sorted. We support you. Thank you very much. Honorable members, here is the agenda before us. If I'm looking at it carefully, it's mainly one item, the foster care. Thereafter, responses, National Development Agency on the third term quarterly report on non-financial performance and so on. Financial and non-financial performance, responses to that, adoption of minutes, update on public hearings, we close. I hope we don't close by that time. Usually we don't work like that. We must be out of this meeting by 1 o'clock if the standard of this committee is kept. But I know we are in research, a lot of things might have been evaded. Thank you very much. Honorable members, can I table the agenda for adoption?
I move for adoption, sir. This is Chair. This is Bridget Masango.
Thank you, Honorable Masango. Any seconder?
Honorable Bilankulu, second the agenda.
Thank you, Bilas. Thank you very much. Second that, there being no counter, the agenda is tabled. Thank you, honorable members. Can we go straight now to our good morning? Is the minister here?
Good morning, Honorable Chairperson and members. Yes, I think the minister is in.
I saw the deputy. I saw DM.
Yes, the DM is here.
I haven't seen the minister.
She may be struggling to join, Chair, but I just spoke to her a few minutes ago. I know she was trying to join in, but the DM is here.
DM, can you move? Can you lead us?
Hello, Chairperson. I've got a network problem.
There we are.
No, thank you very much.
Hello.
Thank you, Minister.
Hello.
Thank you. We can hear you, Minister.
Yeah. No. Thank you, Chair. I've got a bit of a network problem, so I'm not even gonna put on my video. I'm gonna ask that we don't waste much time. I am here, Chair. If the department can make the presentation.
Thank you very much. Department.
Thank you very much, Chair. If I could ask the Secretariat to please allow me to share the presentation. Chair, with your indulgence, I'd like to, as we are being enabled to share the screen, well, to greet all your members, including the Minister, the Deputy Minister, and indeed our MECs from all provinces and HODs. With your indulgence, Chairperson, I would like to request that we share, there we are, this presentation, and how we think we think that we would like to do it, but again, we'll be guided by your good self, is that we will deal with the first few slides as the department, and if the chair so allows, then request the provinces to have about 4 to 5 minutes in terms of some of the areas that they have. Some of their slides may be short, some of them are slightly longer, but we've agreed that we will stick to it within the time frame that is given. If we do that, it will take us to about 45 minutes, and then we would do about 5 minutes as a department and about 50, if that's okay, Chair.
Chairperson, can I also, because I didn't connect to the apology time, I have another executive meeting that I have to join at 11. So I'm going to be here all the time, but when it comes to that meeting, I will excuse myself, Chair, without interfering.
We were advised, Minister, accordingly.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Minister. Chair, we go to the first slide. I hope that the members are all able to see the presentation. If I can maybe get an indication, I'm not sure whether it's visible. Chair, I wanted to just check whether the presentation is visible.
I'm seeing it. I hope other members do see it. I do see it.
Okay, thank you very much. I'll proceed.
Yes, we do, Chair.
Okay, thank you very much. So we are presenting to the committee, of course, the progress with regards to implementation of North Gauteng High Court order. We are giving you an update until the end of March 2021. And of course, we'll deal with a range of things in terms of the comprehensive legal solution, what we've done as a department at a national level, and including what provinces have done thus far to put in place measures to address the issues around the backlog, and of course dealing with the comprehensive legal solution. I just wanted to say that within the context of that, of course, members would recall that the Children's Amendment Bill is currently in Parliament, and that process is underway. The Social Assistance Bill has been processed, and the President acceded to that in, I think, December last year, and we accordingly published the regulations. I think at a national level is also what we've done is we've engaged with the Department of Justice and Constitutional Development around issues that relate to their purview, including the Department of Home Affairs, and they've pledged their assistance and commitment, and we're beginning to see that level play out in terms of some of the backlogs that we've had, and they've assisted us in that regard. I also just wanted to highlight that we continue to be diligent in providing our quarterly reports to court, as well as Center for Child Law. We do that on a regular basis. This item has also been a standing agenda item in our monthly meetings with all provinces, and all provinces have pledged to ensure that these issues are dealt with accordingly, and they will give the update in that regard. We've also introduced a web-based tool which would assist in terms of tracking the backlogs by all provinces, and although now and again it has some challenges, but I think in some provinces it's operational. So I think at this juncture, Chair, I'll ask Isabella just to take us through some of the content of the first 4 or 5 slides of the presentation, and then we'll go per province in that regard. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Chairperson, and thank you, Acting DG. And good morning, Minister. Good morning, Deputy Minister, honorable members, and the colleagues that are here. We are in slide, I'll take us through, we are starting in slide number 4, where we are trying to reflect on the journey that we traveled, what made us be where we are. We remember that we were litigated by the Center for Child Law, and at that time, our caseload, our backlog was standing at just over 299. And then we were granted a court order by the court to say that we need to work on our issues. Like, for example, we really need to ensure that, yes, we need to ensure that we deal with a comprehensive legal solution that is looking at amendment of Social Assistance Act and the Children Amendment Bill to ensure that, we deal with issues of administrative with regard to foster care. And then the other issue is for us to look at the mechanisms, resources, and also to look at structures that we need to be put in place to ensure that, you know, the issue of foster care is sustainable. So from that time, we've been getting the extension orders from that time of 2011, a 2-year extension orders, because we did not meet, you know, the requirements of the court. But when we go to slide number 5, in 2017, that's when the court were not happy about us to say that we failed in ensuring that we carry out what we were supposed to carry as the department, especially in terms of the comprehensive legal solution. At that time, we were expected to have tabled the 2 bills, you know, to Parliament, so that, you know, the Parliament can consider the 2 bills. The second issue that the court was not happy about in the court order of 2017 was that we delayed also in putting this mechanisms and the structures, but also the resources that are required to ensure that we deal with issues of foster care. However, having said that, the last court order that we obtained, it was in November 2020, where we approached the court because we're still grappling in terms of ensuring that we deal with the issues that the court has ordered us to do. In that order, what was critical is that we were instructed, you know, by the court that we should come and make an oral presentation to court in this financial year, which is and secondly, we are also instructed to ensure that we submit the quarterly report to both the court and the Center for Child Law. But also what is critical is for us to ensure that we display the court orders in all the DSD offices. Can we please move to another slide? Now, in terms of the progress that we have made, as DJ has already said, I'm going to focus only on the comprehensive legal solution. I will start with the Children's Amendment Bill. In terms of the Children's Amendment Bill, we have tabled the bill in Parliament and is currently with the Portfolio Committee on Social Development for consideration. And I think there's a lot of progress that has been made by the committee in that regard. And we have started from our side to draft the regulations so that we can avoid, you know, the delays once the bill has been assented by the president. We are mindful of the fact that once there are development, we really need to go back and relook into the regulations so that we can be able, you know, to align them with the amendments that have been made in that regard. Can we please move to slide number 7? Now, in terms of the Social Assistance Bill, the president has assented the Social Assistance Amendment Act in December 2020, and the regulations thereof were published in the Government Gazette in January 2021. What is supposed to happen is the proclamation of the Act will be promulgated concurrently with the final regulations. Now, currently, as we've been engaging with National Treasury, we realize that this has not been prioritized within the current allocations. The extension of the child support grant, we realize that it has been withdrawn by the National Treasury within the current bid, and we are continuously engaging National Treasury, and there are promises that they will consider reallocation of funds maybe during the review of funding. And yeah, we are still...
Sorry, can you explain exactly what I was talking about on the Social Amendment Bill?
Yes. We have done what we can do from our side as the Department of Social Development. And because we're talking about this bill is very critical in ensuring that, you know, we reduce the burden of foster care by extending, you know, the child support grant for those children who are in the system for the sake of, you know, financial assistance, because most of our children are being fostered by families. So the Social Assistance Act is meant to ensure that we increase, you know, the grant for those children. So we have engaged the National Treasury in that regard, because now the bill has been assented to ensure that it is being given a priority in terms of ensuring that funding is being availed in this regard. That's what I'm talking about. So what we got from the National Treasury is that currently it has been withdrawn. That bid has been withdrawn from the funding bid that is currently with them, and therefore there is just commitment that they will review funding requirements in the adjustment budget or in the next financial year. That is what we are saying. Should this bill, all the processes be concluded, we might be having, challenges in terms of the implementation because we depend on the funding to make this bill implementable.
Are you saying the bill from the presidential side and other legal requirements has been processed, is ready for implementation, pending the availability of resources?
The social assistance bill has been assented by the president. Yes, it has been assented.
I'm saying, what is the problem now?
The problem is, the challenge is for us to implement this, we really need resources to top up the child support.
Yes, that's the question I was asking. I was saying, if all the legal things that legitimize the bill for use are done, now you are saying the implementation is subject to the availability of resources.
Exactly.
Which are not available at the moment.
Which currently we don't have any confirmation in that regard.
Proceed. Okay, proceed.
Yes.
Proceed.
Okay, thanks, Chairperson. When we go to another slide, the slide that talks about an overview. Can somebody? The next slide, please. Yes, this slide. This slide just gives us an indication of the the backlog that we're talking about. Remember, we say backlog, although even the court has deemed all the cases valid. But for us, the fact that when we went to court, we were having backlog, we call it backlog. So at the time when we went to court to seek extension, we had 89,746 cases. Now, at the end of November, we had 38, let me just call numbers, because if I call, we had 38,888 cases, court order, because we had dealt with 56,625 cases and had removals of 1676. Now, when we talk about removals, it's removals because maybe the children have been discharged, from the court order, or secondly, they might have been reunified with the family, reintegrated with their families. Now, in February 2021, we had accumulated 80,333 court orders as a result of, when we look at it, is the 38888 court orders I've spoken about, and then we accumulated 41,444 court orders, which resulted into the 8332 that I am talking about. Next slide, please. Okay, now the progress that we have made at the end of February, we had 35962 with a deviation of 38118. So we have dealt with 35,962 cases, and our deviation was 3811 foster care orders. Now, I want us to go back to the 80332 that we spoke about. And that the slide just gives us the breakdown in terms of the 80332 cases that we have spoken about. Now, the deviation that we carried over to March is the 32664. And according to the SOCPEN, the total projection as of March 2021 till November 2021 will be standing at 82495. This is an assumption that if we don't deal with our targets, because we've got targets on a monthly basis of cases that we need to deal with, and then also those cases that will be lapsing, that are already in the system, that will be lapsing, even though they are deemed fit. But we know that, there are periods within which we should have attended to these cases. We will find ourselves in that situation. I thank you, Chairperson.
Just a point, ma'am. You see, we are doing so many things. If I understand, deviation is those which are allowed to proceed irrespective of the fact that the deadline is done. Am I correct?
Yes, we are saying that all the cases are deemed fit, but you know, in the system, we've got those cases with
I'm saying I want you to make direct answers. I'm saying when you say deviation,
yes,
you are saying those are the cases which are due for court orders, but they have not yet been processed, but they have to be serviced.
yes.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. All right. Is the department done?
Chair, yes.
Can you lead? Can you lead acting HOD? Can you lead? We are in your hands. Whether you call provinces, we will be quiet. Take charge until the end.
Isamas, we take the emerging issues. We can go straight to provinces. Okay, thank you very much, Chair. Yes, we are going to go straight to provinces, and we'll start with the Eastern Cape. The presentation is now, I hope that members can now see it. We'll start with the Eastern Cape. Thank you very much, Chair.
There is no presentation on yet. Maybe it's coming. All right, there is Eastern Cape. Sure.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, Chairperson. Can we go to the next slide? Next slide. In terms of mechanisms, my name is Mzimkhulu Machemba. I'm the acting HOD for Eastern Cape Social Development, Chairperson and honorable members. In terms of the mechanism, structures and resources, human resources, the shortage of human resources remains a challenge, specifically with respect to social work supervisors across the eight districts. We are experiencing a very serious challenge with respect to COE budget, with the budget cuts in the previous year and throughout the MTF. What
is the COE budget? Oh,
compensation of employees, Chairperson.
Okay, all right, okay.
Or should I say recruitment budget?
No, it's fine, it's all right. Okay, Mzimkhulu, proceed.
Yes, thank you, Chairperson. Linked to that is a long and outstanding issue of implementation of OSD in the province. That had not been fully implemented, and where it had been implemented, it had not been implemented properly. And so as a department, we had to undergo a process of rectifying that through a process of verification, recalculation, and management of risk. Having failed to secure funds from elsewhere, we had to look for funds internally in order to fund this OSD 78 million. And so we resolved as a department that in 2021, we would sacrifice recruitment in favor of implementation of OSD, because by implementing OSD, it will also cure some of our challenges with respect to instability, with respect to incorrect salary grades, our deteriorating relationship with unions. So this year we are implementing OSD. Unfortunately, we had to make a call to delay recruitment. So we've taken funds towards the required 78 million. We will only be able to determine how much we have for recruitment after this quarter, because we intend making payments in April, May, and June of the OSD. I'm trying to explain, Chairperson, that whilst we are doing our best